Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own current life experiences. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, contact me through the email that I have in the description box below, where you can find all of the current list of reading services I offer. And today we're going to be focusing on the theme of love and romance, what kind of energies could potentially be affecting this area of life for you. And take whatever resonates, regardless of your current status, as if you're single, dating, interested in someone, or in a committed partnership. So Aries, for the majority of your collective, there's definitely a connection here. Some of you are either in or, energetically very connected with at this time. It's potentially a very deep union, but something that has, with the Five of Cups, brought its degree of disappointment or sadness, sorrow. I feel either you, Aries, you're holding in regrets, or someone is holding in regrets when it comes to what they did or didn't do in a connection. I see that there is a situation here where someone just realized recently they stayed on the fence about a connection. And this realization is actually like very hard for them to come through. There's something here about this person battling their ego, battling their dark side or their shadow side, when it comes to owning up to the fact that they were not able to offer you or give you enough. Or there's someone feeling here very, very bad about the fact that they didn't love you, or they didn't, again, show you affection as they should, or that they let you down at a certain level. And for Aries in a partnership, like Aries in a committed relationship, it could just be that your partner is taking a lot of things on themselves, like a lot of guilt, a lot of responsibility to always like be this correct, right person, right, responsible person for you. And I say that because I feel like there's a situation here where it's out of fear. Like you could be in a connection where there's where either one, you or the other one, are just very afraid of losing the other, and so they keep like doing more and more and more and more and more and more, and pushing like the envelope here, like pushing for more that is not needed. There's something here about a connection where you can just relax into its pure emotional existence. You don't need to keep doing so much out of fear. And either this is coming from you, you're like consistently trying to make it up to a partner, or it's the other way around. Or for Aries that are single, again, there's something about needing, for you in your mind, you needing to meet a certain standard for yourself in your life, to feel like you're worthy of love. So be aware of attaching your sense of worth and in love and in relationships with money, status, power, whatever it is that you're looking for to achieve in a more material sense. And there's something here about it's okay to have your goals and to have your career and to have all of this, but you won't look for love through these vehicles, because it's not going to offer you what you're truly craving, which is this beautiful energy underneath here. So it's not about doing more, basically, or being more, or earning more. It's about relaxing. There's something here about you needing to relax, Aries, because there's actually a lot of emotional good energy sitting underneath, and that can help you either overcome disappointments you found so far in love, or your own, mindset, shifting it into a more relaxing, effortless state of connecting at a heart level with partners and trusting that that's enough, basically. And so I see like Aries that are single, For Aries that are single, you could be single but still energetically, again, emotionally thinking about someone or attached to someone. And so there's a little bit of a difficulty in you finding a new person or new energies because of this Two of Cups, Five of Cups, Devil, Two of Swords situation. It all points out to you still being very attached to a past person or narrative or connection where you just, again, felt let down, or that you let down someone. And again, there's this reoccurring theme of wanting to make it up. It could be that for some of you, you're just wanting to manifest this ex or this person you have in mind, and that's all okay. But it feels here that the way in which you're trying to manifest this person, you might need to or attract back, right, or reconcile, if that's what you want. It just needs to be done differently, approached differently, because there's a lot of fear here. So it's not about you doing more, showing up more, or earning more. Again, it's not about more. It's actually about less, about flowing more in the process, connecting with love instead of connecting with fear. Or if there's something to be forgiven, to forgive that at a emotional heart space and not keep like relapsing into the same obsessive patterns. And it could be that either you or a partner, you're just very indecisive about what to do next. Especially if your relationship has reached like a bump in the road and you're like, what are we gonna do about it? And it could be like you have like a way of seeing things and this other person has another way of seeing things. And so you're not able to easily make up your minds about what to do about something that has just recently happened here. Some of you, like you and a partner, have a lot of plans to do things. So you could also be entering a phase where you and a partner will be very busy, like working together and finding that very sexy and appealing, like seeing each other work somehow, or like applying mutual effort together into something in common just makes the relationship flourish and it turns both of you on extremely. There's a union in your life that's very, 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 fulfilling at an emotional and sexual level. And you work well together, potentially. One of the ways in which, if there has been a problem, you could make it up to each other is to actually work together to fix things, because you can work together well to fix things or to solve things or to find like a solution to any type of couple problems, or I was speaking on real life problems. So it could be like day-to-day things, sometimes annoying or getting in the way of the harmony of the relationship. But the relationship is very abundant and it has a lot of like this strong tie an attachment level to it. And for those of you, this is an ex that you feel all of this. And there's a message here that for some of you is a very mutual, right, with the Two of Cups. But either you or this ex or this person need to own up to your shadow sides and to your fears, and again, work together. Work with the hearts, not the egos. What else here? You could be dealing with a strong Capricorn influence, so that could be like a significant trait of a person you're dealing, or the style of the relationship is very Saturnian, so there's a lot of work again and efforts, and perhaps you could be in a moment where the Saturn frequency is kind of a big deal, which makes sense because we're going to be having Saturn in your sign for a while. So life is getting serious for many of you, Aries, and that obviously as well affects your love life. So relationships are getting serious. So if things are going well, I see it going to the next level for many of you. And so with that, it comes, again, real life responsibilities and problems at times. Others of you, the Saturn influence also brings up karmic energies, right? And if there's someone that you still love, that you feel they also kind of still love you, feel that at an energetic level, trust the time and the process, you know, and work with the frequency of love, because I feel like working with the frequency of love is really going to make an impact on bringing that connection forward. And I feel like that energy of karmic repair is very strong here in something that is worth, that you know it's still worth fighting for. For others of you, though, it's about freeing yourself from a karmic energy, that you're just about actually entering into that phase of 2 years of this transit of Saturn in your sign, where you're going to be freeing yourself from the karmic impact that something left in you, in your heart space. And also by being focused and driven in work, somehow it can end up affecting the quality of what you can find out there. But I don't see, for those of you single, it could just be like hard for you to make up your mind in terms of relationships, or even trust relationships to come into your space, because you're more, some of you are more like looking at love in a negative, from a negative perception or filter, right? Or you feel like suspicious of anyone getting closer to you, and so thinking that it's just about sexual reasons, for sexual reasons, right? And that can make you put up a wall. And it could be that actually you don't see the Two of Swords as an energy that can limit our view, right? You might not be seeing how someone is very obsessed with you, or how someone is still very affected as well by you. And it could be someone around work that really, 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 really likes you, or is like wanting, like waiting for a sign, or waiting for like a green light to make a move. And this person could be either around your workspace, or a main activity you do like consistently. Like if you go to the gym every day, or if you go to a specific, you know, coffee shop every day. There's something about a consistent place you go or activity you do where there's someone definitely noticing you. And for some, you can still feel someone's calling, yearning, obsession, interest. Trust that feeling, trust that vibe. So Aries, I hope this reading was helpful or entertaining, hopefully both. And we'll see each other soon.